Attention veterans. Hi, I'm Richard Accato. I'm a proud veteran just like you. I recently helped one of our fellow veterans refinance their home. They got money out to fix up their backyard and build a fancy deck. And we still saved this guy $467 a month. With the rates coming down, you need to call me today at 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com. It's a free 5-minute phone call. Zero risk, no money up front, no money out of your pocket. Close, make sure your next payment 25.
Richard Accato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Welcome to the TJ Fanatico's podcast.
All right, with my buddy Riggins. Going to be honest with you. We're going to zip through this today because we got stuff to do. And we're moving and shaking. It's a crisp fall day here where we live in the Carolinas. Actually, we don't live in the Carolinas. We live in North Carolina.
Thank you.
Not the and we don't live in Carolina.
No.
I always hate when people just say Carolina.
They get lumped together all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel the people in the Dakotas probably feel the same way.
Mm-hmm. And Virginia.
Yeah.
Wait.
They don't really do that.
No, one's just called Virginia.
Yeah.
The other one's West Virginia.
But I guarantee they're snobs about it.
Are they snobs about anything in West Virginia?
No, I'm talking about in Virginia.
In Virginia. Oh, yeah.
They don't want to be. They're like, we're Virginia. We're like basically Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Bunch of a-holes. Washington, D.C. people. All right. So we are doing the 5 first date ideas. Meaning, if you have a first date coming up, what would be a good date? What would the destination be? Number 5 was movie date. 4, coffee date. 3, going to the fair.
Interesting.
So it would have to be a first date during fair season, but still.
Yeah.
Go to the fair. And then you can say, this is so unfair.
Yeah. Could have taken me to Ruth's Chris.
Mom.
Oh.
Okay, so we will get back into the countdown and all of the entertaining banter coming up next.
More of TJ's Fanatico Podcast is coming up.
Don't be surprised to see my wife Jody walking around in her stiletto heels that are painless. Yes, painless. From Protégé Footwear. You can have some too and save 30% at acetj.com/shoes, promo code AceTJ. That's acetj.com/shoes, code AceTJ.
Sure, it's critical, it's opinionated, but it's fun. It's the TJ Fanatico Podcast.
Tech D Rob and Riggins have been all up in some Dunkin' munchkins today, like a bunch of fiends, just gobbling them down to the point where Rob kind of got lightheaded earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
he had to lay down.
He was, I mean, doing
I was struggling.
whipping his head. I went, no, he's not doing well.
He got all woozy.
He did get woozy.
He ate too many
I
of
was
them.
trying to pop my neck to keep myself awake. I was like, ah.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I saw like a.
Wait, what?
I would just go, just hold my breath for a minute, wake myself up a little bit.
He was all woozy. Okay, so top 5 first date ideas. Somebody's vacuuming in that next office over there. Hopefully they can't hear that because we like to remain professional here.
Yeah.
Number 2, top 5 first date ideas, a petting zoo.
Interesting choice.
Are we talking about heavy or light?
I think probably light.
Light petting zoo.
Standard petting.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have that where I grew up when I was dating. We didn't have petting zoos. We had a regular zoo that was, I think the closest one from my town was an hour or so away in a bigger city.
Yeah.
But petting zoos, we didn't need that. People had, if you wanted to pet a horse and goats and stuff like that, you just knew somebody that had livestock. You could go.
Yeah. They're probably just out there.
Yeah.
I picture like this place that's kind of near where we live, Lazy 5.
Yeah.
That type of thing where you get in the car and you ride through like the nature park or whatever and you get to pet the animals. I think that's a better first date idea than just going to an actual petting zoo.
Yeah. You love that place, don't you?
I think it's so fun.
I've never been.
because people's reactions, if they've never been, are hysterical because those animals are so gross.
And they got giraffes and stuff like that. It's like some exotic animals. They're not just cows and horses.
Zebras, and there's certain animals you can't feed and stuff like that. But people's reaction to it is always great. And you bring a towel because you're going to get nasty, and you don't want to go eat dinner after that.
But like they put their face in your car and everything.
They got their whole heads in there, and the slobber is coming out.
No thanks.
Just in immense amounts, and it's vile, but they just want to eat the food. It's fun.
Ugh, I can't imagine having a big old giraffe slobbering in the car.
Yeah, you can't you can't feed the giraffes.
Oh, you can't? My wife would be sad because that's the only reason she'd want to go out there.
Yeah.
She likes giraffes.
You're mostly feeding like the bison and the emus, which are terrible. I hate feeding the emus. But
they're mean.
Yeah, they're mean. They peck at you. But it is fun.
So you just get a bucket of feed?
Yeah, you buy
or
the
is it like where you put it on a stick or something? And...
like feeding a tiger?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you buy the bucket of feed and it looks like goldfish food, But they know, these animals know where the food is coming from, and it's by every car. So they just kind of wait on either side of the journey. So you're not wasting a lot of time driving through wilderness. They're all right there. I mean, some of them are right by the gate, like the yak with the big horns.
Yeah.
He's like, I think it's a yak. He's waiting by the front gate. He wants to get first dibs on all that stuff.
I had a friend one time who was very funny, and he used the term yak as a euphemism for a woman's business.
A yak? That's a nice yak. You can't say that. This is the wrong podcast. A yak. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like he would say that as a certain type of.
Okay.
A certain style.
Sure. I think I'm reading between the lines there now.
Hey, nice yak.
So it wasn't not a compliment.
I don't know that I've ever seen a yak in person. I didn't know they had them out there. Lazy Five.
I'm probably way wrong. Someone with the big horns, maybe a steer.
Well,
big woolly steer.
I don't know. I don't know what that because if it's a longhorn,
it's longhorn.
It would have that
and shaggy. I'm pretty sure.
Most of the time, cows aren't shaggy.
Yeah.
So you may be right. Maybe a yak.
Maybe.
Our friend Cubby got some alpacas one time just because he loved the movie Napoleon Dynamite so much that he had because they have a farm. He had his dad get him some alpacas.
Are they useful for anything?
I don't think so.
Man,
because that's what Tina was, right? In that movie, it was an alpaca.
What was it?
Come get your food. Eat your food.
Yeah, Tina. Come get some ham. Fat pig. Ugh.
Yeah. I hope he's doing well.
Who? Napoleon?
Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite.
What's his name? Heater. John Heater.
Yeah. They're like, you want to do another one? He's like, no. It's a good call. Good call.
He made a few movies though. He did okay for himself.
He was in the Will Ferrell movie, and I think he did the animated series, and I bet he would if somebody were to offer a sequel now. I'm sure he'd jump at the chance. See, I can still do it.
I wonder what young audiences would think of that.
I don't know.
Did it age well?
Like the Beetlejuice thing, I was like, who's looking for that? But now it's the biggest, one of the biggest movies of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be looking for that.
Yeah, you were definitely not looking for that.
No. And I like Michael Keaton. I think he's great, but I didn't watch the first Beetlejuice. I never get any of the references.
Yeah.
Other than Beetlejuice. That's the only thing I get. What people say. I didn't watch E.T. either, so it was around the same era.
I know. I used to say, like, you guys, all those movies I associate with the 80s, you've never seen before.
No, not if they're stupid. I saw a lot of good movies in the 80s, but not stupid ones like E.T. and Beetlejuice. All right, so number 2, first date idea, a petting zoo. Heavy or light, either. It's up to you. Talk to you tomorrow.
It's the TJ's Fanatico Podcast with TJ and Riggins.
Hey, we're here again with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, with the interest rates falling, that affects so many people in a good way, especially, we just talked to one of your clients who's a veteran. I know you're a veteran, and there's something special for vets all the way around with this, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a fantastic time. If you're a veteran, you can refinance your house. You can just do it for rate and term. It's very easy. It's very fast. If you need some cash, we had one Marine that wanted to build a fancy deck and a great big backyard kitchen, and we still saved this guy $467 a month. He was able to improve his home and save $467 a month. That's how much the rates have dropped.
That is incredible.
Yeah, all you gotta do is call me at 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Yeah, it's a free 5-minute phone call, and chances are, if you get to speak to Richard, he'll be on his way for a big appearance, the way celebrities do and all that. But still, call him today or go to homewithrichard.com.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.